Hi everybody, I'm going to show you how to make one of these little cute little bears, or you can make Kit Kats out of socks. This is the back. This is the very first one I did today. Number 2. This kind of looks like a cat. I didn't put any eyes on this one. And this one I just put like a little nose because I think it doesn't need eyes. Okay. I went online and I googled charity bears. And I found this. So this was made out of one pair of socks. Normally, I make for charity, I make these little guys right here. But everybody says they're funny looking, but all the kids that get them love them. They're squishy, they're little, but I found to make something littler like this. Something that I can whip up quick, don't cost too much money, and I enjoy doing these now. So here's the pattern. I have a Facebook page, Sharing God's Gifts. I put some pictures and I put this, where to get it. And there is also a video that Better Homes and Garden did. So I went to Walmart and I went to the women's, I went to the boys, I went to the men's, I went to the girls. And so I ended up going to the little girls and chose these. Okay, so this was a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs, and there was like $6. So I figured by the time I stuffed these up, they were going to cost me probably about $1. Okay, so here's what I did. So you have one pair of sock. Okay, now you're gonna what you do is open it up, flatten it out. Okay, your sock. Okay, so that you can have the heel showing. So make it flat like this, and then turn you see this heel right here, make it, make it good like this. Okay, and then fold it down. Okay, I keep following this picture, so you maybe want to print it off of, I printed the pictures. Basically you would really want this picture, because maybe you can't see it here, but when you look online, this picture shows you, they mark it. Okay, and see, they do a drawing. Let's see if you can see that. Do you see those black lines there? Okay, so I just follow the picture. There's no pattern, like I said. Okay, so that's your pattern right there. Let me move this out of the way. Alright, so now I keep looking at it. I just started making it. So basically this section right here is going to be the arms, the end by the top of your sock, right? Okay, this is the butt part, and this would be its body, and then right here, this round section is going to be the toe. Is going to be your face. Okay, so now this is the legs here when you look at the picture, and so now. And then this part right here, so this is the butt, so this part right here is what you're going to have for the body. So you got to figure how much you're going to do for the face and the body. So okay, so look at my first one. Look at this size of his face. And then this guy ended up coming out really little, and I was like, oh no, I didn't cut this one as much. But it's okay. I think they're both cute. This one looks more like a cat if I cut his ears more pointed. Alright, so what I did was, so the best way to do this is I look at the picture, and I need a face, and I need some part here for the body. So I think my body's going to be about here. It stretches, guys, so really your face depends how big you want your face to be. So I'm going to cut this right about here. Just a little bit. The body, I guess you could really just fold it in half like this. Here's the heel, here's the toe, fold in half. Hey, you know what? Let's try that. Okay, that would really, really make it better. Now, they drew on it, and they drew these, like, cut here, they make the line, and that's what happened when I followed the directions. I had this big space up here. And I don't know if I really like it, because this one I didn't do a big space, and boy, that was a whole lot easier to sew, a whole lot easier to do. So what I did was, and I these socks are really like fuzzy inside, you see? And when I used my marker, I used the permanent marker, I couldn't even see it. It was so hard, especially on the darker fabric. And I don't get it even. And the way the picture says is to draw it, one side and the other side. Well, I can never draw anything even. Now I have this lopsided looking bear. So what I do is then just fold this in half, okay? And then fold it in half. And you see this right here? Then I'm going to I'm going to round this. Okay, I'll do it this way. Maybe you can see it better there. So make sure it's even on the top. Okay? And then I'm going to round this. And I'm just going to make, let's try to do this a bit more rounded, because I made this body bigger. I kind of like kitty cats because we have a kitty cat. And just cut it rounded. No need to do the fancy cut. Okay, so it kind of almost looks like a heart. Okay, now you're going to turn this inside out. Okay, and be careful now, because socks curl up. And you don't want to curl up because you're going to make a really small seam allowance. And gosh, this one really curls up. And if you don't use these fancy socks that has these like these embroidered things in it, it'll be a whole lot easier. So if you're not good at sewing, go find some plain socks. Makes it a whole lot easier to do. Where's my pins? Oh, here. Okay. Just pin it together. I just put one pin. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be his head. Alright, now I got the body. So now I'm looking at this picture again right here. Do you see this right here? Alright, so now I have the head, which is cut from the right here. And then the rest, this part now I'm going to cut off. I'm going to cut right here. I'm going to cut off about, let's figure out what it is. Okay, I'm going to cut off about, what am I cutting off? Let's measure this baby. So see on this, it's about 1 3/4 inch. Okay, and that's going to be your arms. Okay, so that's on the band part. So what I did was, I just cut it in half. I fold it in half, and I cut it because I need 2 for the arms. Okay. All right. Now, what I did is, then you're gonna, you know what? Don't cut this. Make it easier to sew. Just fold it in half. Okay. I'm not a pinner, but I'm going to pin because you should pin if you're not a sewer. Okay, so pin these two together. And what I'm going to do, I could just either cut this rounded here, but because this has, see how this sock has all these on the outside? It really makes it curl up. These socks really curl a lot. So instead, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go and sew down here, just round this corner. You see this? Just go round, go straight up, and then go round. Simple, okay? So I'm going to do that. This is the 2 arms. Okay. Pin this one together. Okay. Now, I have this piece right here. Okay, now this piece, all I'm going to do, see, this is how it's going to lay, because this is going to be the butt part. See, like this. So what you're going to do is then, this is what you're going to stuff up, right? And then this is going to be the legs, right here. So what I did was I just took my scissors. I fold this in half because I got to make it even. Okay. And then just take your scissors and go down the middle. And I say you should leave yourself maybe about, let's measure, because I did practice. Yep. So let's see, let's leave about an inch. Let's measure this right here. Okay, let's do that. Alright, so I'm going to cut, see to the end of the heel, up and leave about an inch space. Okay, but this is how long my legs are going to be. So it's going to come up like this. I'm going to flip the butt. You know what? I can go up a little bit more. Let's see, like, I like longer legs because this really stretches, right? Then turn this inside out. Okay. And we're gonna just sew around these right here. Now, you know, socks stretch, so really you don't be having to cut no straight in between by the legs and make it rounded. You can just sew it rounded if you want. It's simple. Okay, so let's pin this because, like I said, this curls. Pin at the. I always pin at these ends, at the end. Okay, start from the end. Line it up, make it straight. Okay, the rest got to ease into it. You start from the middle and you have a stretchy material, you're in trouble. Okay, you don't gotta be pinning a whole lot, and then pin the rest down. Pin this, make sure this butt piece is facing up so you don't sew it down when you come up around here. Okay, because you're going to end up sewing this flap. So we don't want to sew that flap down. I didn't do it, but I can see me doing it because I'm rushing. Because I like quick and easy and fast. So maybe just go ahead and pin that on the upside so we're not messing with it. Okay. Now, okay, so the bears is, you know, the pattern shows it's rounded. So, alright, so I'm right here. When I go in my sewing machine, just go ahead and, oops, man, I'm sorry.